to Coach K. Big Gang. Five Chief. My nigga Kingy B. My nigga Yusef.
Gangsta Brazil.
The affiliates, nigga, pay attention.
I need a doctor, I got a sick wrist game. Hit the blunt twice, then I switch lanes. I'm riding on some grown men. What you wanna play? Let the games begin. On the count of 3, here we go. And I don't talk fast, y'all just listen slow. They need glasses, they ain't seeing me. Stevie Wonder ass niggas ain't seeing me. 4X white tee and a white beater. Got my Desert Eagle, call her senorita. Got away with words, paint a picture, man. And I don't smoke Phillies, I'm a swisher, man. I got him, get him, G's. 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 I got him, get him, G's.
Gangsta Brazil.
I got him, get him, G's. 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 I got him. Catch me in Walters, spending grands, man. When I lead, it gotta help me tote my bags, man. G's are popping tags, you better make way. Draw the vouch for me, ask Kumite. And I don't think you heard me. Ain't a nigga in the league got more jerseys. No matter the price, I can wear one every day for the rest of my life. I ain't gon' lie, I got a lot of paper. So when I'm out shining, I see a lot of haters. I'm rich, bitch, I can't help but brag.
What you talking?
More G's in a Gucci bag. I got him, get him, G's. 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 I got him. Your album's garbage. I bought your shit, man. I listened to it. Lies in the trash can. Your album's garbage. I bought your shit, man. I listened to it. Lies in the trash can. Your album's garbage. I bought your shit, man. I listened to it. Lies in the trash can. Think Jeezy a liar. Spit that straight drop, nigga, and set the city on fire. Call the fireman. All you fake rap niggas better retire, man. Real recognize real, nigga.
Likewise.
Sell a lot of chickens, call me Popeye. You're trying too hard, I make it look easy. And all that cheap ass jewelry got you looking cheesy. Don't make me laugh, see this shit around my neck cost a fucking
Brazil.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't here.
Hey, nigga. Big shout to
Yeah. What it do, y'all? What it do, y'all? I'm trying to recover. Shut up. Shout out to everybody. Sorry for coughing in y'all's ear. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Melanated. Shout out to Clem. Shout out to Snowman Multimedia for sure. Shout out to Vibrant. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all out there in the clouds right now. Once again, man, I've been out of pocket, y'all. You feel me? Earlier in the week, I was trying to go live, man. Comcast got at me, man, sent me an email talking about they was working on the tower and that, you know what I'm saying, they was going to interrupt my service and shit. So I was like, you know what? It just be my luck to go live. And these motherfuckers go ahead and shut me down. You feel me? So I went ahead and just scrapped that. And then the next day, I think I was going to do something. I'm doing good, man. I appreciate that, Snowman. Thank you for asking. I was going to do something, right? And I can't remember really what happened. But what I do know is I ran into my partner, man. And he gave me some of these gummies. I ain't really too, you know, edibles be kicking my ass, you feel me? And like I think these gummies was a little bit strong, you feel me? And they just kept like putting the nigga out, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, a nigga was trying to make some things happen and it just didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to come through and fuck with y'all yesterday, you know, after the talent show. And I wasn't expecting that shit to go so long. You know what I'm saying? That shit was 5 hours, man, and some change, I think. So, you know, it was I just said fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of what's up, Hood Table? What's up, Clem? I got a lot of you know, East Coast, you know, people that tune in. So, you know, the time difference be a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So like I didn't want to go on too late, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? But then today it's like, you know, it's a little late today, but you know, I was doing my thing with Hood Table. You know, every Sunday we get down over there and over here. So this Sunday was over there at Hood Tables. We had a good discussion, y'all. If y'all didn't check it out, man, go check out her channel, you know what I'm saying? And check that out, man. We just got done fucking around over there. And, you know, usually we do, you know, her platform on one Sunday, and then the next Sunday we do mine. So this Sunday, you know, we'll be over here, and then, you know, vice versa, we're going to be over there. So make sure y'all tap in with us, man, and watch that, man. I think it'd be some dope ass content, you know what I'm saying? And I think y'all will like it. You know what I'm saying? The people that have seen it, you know, we got some pretty good feedback. So if y'all ain't jumped out the window yet, you know what I'm saying? And this is going to my people, you know what I'm saying? The replay gang and shit. If y'all ain't jumped out the window and checked out, you know, the Sunday type get down we got going, check it out. But yeah, so I wanted to get down, you know what I'm saying, yesterday, but that shit was like 5 hours long, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what I mean? So but today, like I said, today kind of late too. I was like, man, fuck this, man. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that live button, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk to my people, you know what I mean? See what it is. You know, a lot of people was going live yesterday. So I was just like, man, you know, shit, I don't, you know, it was a busy traffic road, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm going to just go ahead and be cool. But today I was just like, man, fuck it. What's up, Don Play? Good to see you, bro. I was like, man, fuck it today, man. I'm going live. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm going live. You know what I'm saying? So we here, man. And, you know, it's Father's Day. You feel me? So shout out to all the fathers, man. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? I ain't out at no nice dinner or nothing like that, but it's all good. It's all good. You know, my son got at me, you know what I'm saying? Early, well, probably late night. You feel me? I think it was like about 1 o'clock. And, you know, he was just like, hey, you know, happy Father's Day, Pops. What's up, RS? Good to see you, man. Hey, I had fun over there, RS. I ain't even gonna fucking lie to you, man. You know, I was rocking with you yesterday, man. Buddy Lee came through like a big dog, man. He was slapping over there, man. You know, I love listening to music and slapping and having a good time, man. And that's what was going on. So shout out to you, RS, for real, for real. But yeah, my you know, son got at me, you know what I'm saying? Sent me a text, you know what I mean? Really made my day. You know, gave me the whole, you know what I'm saying, happy Father's Day spiel and shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I let him know, hey man, it's shit. If it wasn't for you, bro, I wouldn't have this day, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? The little nigga saluted me, you know what I'm saying? So it was dope, man. You know, I got a really good relationship with my son, man. You know what I'm saying? So I take this father thing really serious. I grew up in an era, bro, like where like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers, you know, we was just kind of going bad on females, bro. Like, you know, luckily I wasn't one that had kids or nothing at an early age, but you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of partners, man, that really just didn't give a fuck. They had kids and shit, wasn't really around, just was kind of doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up in an era that, what's up with it, Petty Queen? Good to see you again. What's up with it, Vibrant? And you know, I grew up in an era that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's good nowadays because I had a couple of partners that was like that and they grew out of that shit, you know what I'm saying? And they're actually fucking great fathers, you know what I'm saying, to this day. But you know, back in the days, it was like a different story. I'm kind of glad that I had my son and shit, you know what I'm saying, at a later age, you know what I'm saying, because I think it made me be a better person for him, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, I had some pretty like cold little ways my damn self, you feel me? So I don't think it would have been fair, you know what I mean? So, but, you know, on this Father's Day thing, bro, like I really I'm having a birthday bash from my birthday and Buddy Lee, my DJ again. Okay, for show, Room Shaker, for show. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of like a little Flavor Flav, not little because I'm a big nigga, you feel me? But I was like a Flavor Flav up in there though, Room Shaker. I was trying to hype everything up, man. I was bold letters and everything up in that thing. I was juice, man. But yeah, you know, I take this, you know, father thing real serious, man, and I really salute the men that really be there for their kids, man. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of people that's my age. They know what I'm talking about, and in the areas that we come from, you know what I'm saying? It was really different, you know what I'm saying? And we wasn't cool, you know what I'm saying? So it's just dope to just grow from that, you know what I'm saying, and become like real men and really be there, you know what I'm saying? That's why like I am how I am today. When I came around and I say, you know, I don't go back and forth with women and I don't, you know, cuss and do all that with women. You know, I don't. And the thing is like, you know, back in the days or whatnot, you know, young nigga, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, nigga off top, bro, you couldn't say a fucking thing to me. I was very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So all that type of shit, absolutely. But getting older and everything like that, it's good to get wiser, you know what I'm saying, and grow, you know what I'm saying? And I think with being a father, you know, you got to be, what's up, Peach? You got to be pretty well-rounded, man. You know, you got to watch kind of what you put out there, especially with your boys and shit like that. You don't want them to be firecrackers, man. You don't want them to be suckers, you know what I'm saying? You want them to just be, you know, solid individuals, man, period. And you got to watch how they move. And then you got to get at them accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I think with being a father, man, like is really just, you know, knowing your kids, man, straight up, man, not just, you know, coming home and just, you know, kicking your shoes off, whatever. And nah, man, engage, man, chop it up. What's been going on at school, you know, all that shit, bro. Like that to me is the father thing. You know what I'm saying? Really knowing what's going on with your fucking peoples, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't doing it, then the wrong people is, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I shout out to every man out there, man, that really, you know, does the right thing. I shout out to, you know what I'm saying, my partners, man, that grew from, you know, that type of mentality, you know what I'm saying? And now they, you know, solid, you know what I'm saying? And I salute that. You feel me? Nobody's perfect. But I mean, if you ain't willing to grow, I mean, what the fuck is we doing, man? You know what I mean? And we're important. They always have the little jokes and shit out there, you know, when they show, you know, Mother's Day, they show the restaurant, and then on Father's Day, you know, they show like a TV dinner. You feel me? That's cool, you know. We don't ask for much, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is just on some real shit, you know, we are just as important. You know what I mean? Like real deal men out there, like we really are just as important, man. Don't get that shit twisted. Don't think that these kids don't follow what we do and how we act. You know what I'm saying? With the girls, you know what I'm saying? You know, they damn near put that on who they choose in life. You know what I'm saying? It's basically on their fathers from what I hear, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you have that role. And then when it comes to the boys, you already know what that is. You know what I'm saying? You want to carry yourself respectable and with compassion and everything. You know what I'm saying? So they see that, you know what I'm saying? And then they know how to conduct themselves. You feel me? Because your kids is like, you know, they're like a blank canvas. You know what I'm saying? And it's what you're putting in them. You know what I mean? Like when you see people that like, you know, turn all racist and shit like that, that's because that was put in them. When they was born, they wasn't on that type of shit. But somebody ended up, you know what I'm saying, gaming them up on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's ended up being what they know, you know? Just like when it comes to, you know, hoods and shit, you know, when you grow up and your dad ain't around And this is for like the boys. Your dad ain't around and you just out there, you know what I'm saying? And these OGs come at you, you know what I'm saying? And they, you know what I'm saying, fuck with you and do things with you and support you, you know what I'm saying? And maybe, you know, your sports and the endeavors and shit like that. But at the same time, you fucking with the hood, you know what I'm saying? You getting put on the hood. You know what I mean? That's like your father figure, you feel me? And I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And I done spoke on that plenty of times. I'm not gonna go down that road again. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just for this whole Father's Day thing, you know, I just salute, you know, the real deal fathers, bro. I give no love to, you know, them sucker ass niggas out there, man. And y'all know me, man. Like I always voice that. I type that, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with suckers, man, at all. And I spoke on that plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of real ones that ain't here. And just to be, you know what I'm saying, still around these suckers, it really fucks with me, y'all. You feel me? It really does. I'm not gonna bullshit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck are they here? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's neither here nor there. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But I don't fuck with them, man. And especially if they don't got no fucking love for their fucking, you know, family or their kids, bro. Like, don't even want you around me. Anything you say, it don't matter to me. It could be good, you know what I mean, and all that, but I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you on a whole different page, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's crazy is they ain't my peoples, bro, but you know what I'm saying? It's people that I know, you know, like an acquaintance because of maybe a partner. And this is just men, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on like a certain individual, you know, and his whole thing is, and it's just wild to me. I gotta put a little bit on this woman too, because she's a mess for allowing it. But you know, this dude just don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's no value to the family, no value to everyday life, you know, bills and shit like that. And the woman allows this shit, bro. Under her roof, the whole night, you know, that whole story scenario, bro. You know what I mean? And that type of shit, I really don't like. I don't want that type of fucking energy or person around me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild to me. You feel me? That's real sucker shit. But we ain't just on that type of shit, y'all. Like, but we on tonight, man, is just basically I'm just popping my shit, man. Like I said, I wanted to chop it up with y'all yesterday, but it was just a long motherfucking night, you know what I'm saying, over there. I did fuck with RS too. I was bouncing back and forth, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool, man. I'm just waiting for everybody to kind of do their commentary and put me up on everything, bro. Like I'm trying to just get the bits and pieces because I wasn't able to catch, you know, everything. I caught a few things over there. Y'all know I really don't do too much of that sector talk, but the talent show, you know what I'm saying? It was an event, you know what I'm saying, for them to put on. And just one thing I could say about the beef sector, man, is that that's one thing that really just jumped out at me when I ran into y'all. And I ran into y'all from y'all doing a rap challenge. And just how you guys would, from there on, you guys would just do challenges and just put the money out there for people. And that was different for me. I wasn't used to seeing that. And I always salute that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope. You know what I mean? Especially us being of color and shit like that. And, you know, able to, you know, help somebody out. You know what I'm saying? That may, you know what I'm saying, need that. You know what I'm saying? That's really dope, man. Like I have not ever seen that before. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's really dope. And, you know, I definitely, you know what I'm saying, would, you know, try to tune in up over there, you know what I'm saying, see a couple of things. I seen, like, you know, the dude doing the art. I thought that was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, I was kind of like bouncing back and forth. But you know, RS, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to RS. I see you again up in there. You know, Buddy Lee was slapping, bro. You know what I mean? So I was just, you know, I was smoking and I would get in tune with the music, you feel me, and end up just be over there grooving, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me go check out, see what's going on over here. But you know what I'm saying? I was missing a lot of shit too, you know what I'm saying? But you know, RS, she was cracking, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to Buddy Lee. I heard him get down before, but it was cool, man. It was just like, you know, motherfuckers was just chilling, you know, music was slapping, you know, then there would be some engagement, you know what I mean? It was a cool vibe, man. I wasn't bored. I liked it, you know what I'm saying? I kind of would like to like get down and just, you know, sometimes have a lie to where I'm just, you know, playing some music and I can't pull it off like that, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't RS, but what's up with it? Man, baby, good to see you again. But you know, what's up with Hypnotic? You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's cool, man. I'm all about that. I like lives to where people get down, you know what I'm saying, and slap their music. Like y'all know how I get down, man. I love slapping my music, playing videos or whatnot. When I first came around, I used to let y'all know, and I still put it out there, man. You know, at the end of any of these lives, if y'all ever want, you know, me to play a song or a video or something, I'm not monetized, y'all. I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? We could bang the fuck out. You feel me? Like, hey, Rick, man, hey, next time you go live, you feel me? Can you play Whoop De Whoop? Throw that shit in my motherfucking, you know, comments at the end of the live, because you know I'm big on that engagement. You know what I'm saying? So throw that shit in there, and I'm gonna reply back to you. You know what I'm saying? If you look at anything on my community post, whenever somebody say something to me, man, I make sure that I reply back. You know what I mean? That's kind of coming from a standpoint when, like, you know, when I used to do my music and we was the label, you know, doing our thing and just with just engagement or whatnot, when, you know, certain people that rock with you, you know, fuck with you, you know, you make sure you fuck with them, you know what I'm saying, and rock with them back. You feel me? If they can take their time out to, you know what I'm saying, say a couple of words to you, you could take your time out to fucking say a couple of words back. You know what I'm talking about? So like, that's just how I get down. You and your talent channel, let me see, Big Rick Slaps, you and your talent and channel and content are appreciated. I appreciate that, Snowman. And you know, if I would have had like all my sound going through the thing like I wanted to, y'all, and I've been lagging on that, but I'm gonna really get that done. I would have went through the contest, man, just to fucking you know, do a beat or something real quick. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do nothing within 7 minutes or anything like that, but like I would have probably like did something to where like I could like display something, maybe do a quick sample track or something, like I already have the percussion laid out, and, you know, chop up the sample real quick in front of y'all, and then, you know, something real quick and dope, you know, just to kind of show y'all, you know, just how I get down, you know what I mean? Like, not really tripping on, you know, getting a bag or anything, but just to display the talent, you know what I'm saying? Why you didn't monetize yet? Because Room Shaker, like all my videos, I have music, so I have a lot of copyrights. Envy, you know what I'm saying? He put me up on how to you know, run through the whole copyright process to where they're like erase it and shit. So like I could like do it overnight, and like I could probably knock out like 2 lives or whatever, 2 or 3 lives within, you know what I'm saying, you know, a day or whatnot. and get the copyrights done, because then after I do that, then I can go ahead and monetize, you know what I'm saying, because I got all my hours and all that type of shit. I got all of that. And then just some of the videos I'll probably just delete them, you know what I'm saying, and because I was told, like, you know, don't try to private them, just delete them. So just the ones I would just keep, I would just run the copyrights, because I got probably like over like 27, almost 30 lives now, you know what I'm saying, and then I'll go ahead and be able to be monetized, and then I'll rock out. But on the real though, Room Shaker, like, but Vibrant, she kind of was like, hey, you know, they could fuck with you even if you ain't. But like, you know, the way they've been playing with channels, and, you know, I got people that lightweight be hating on me too, Room Shaker. Like, they be hating, bro. Like, it'd be wild. And I'm thinking, as soon as they find out a nigga monetized, they're gonna fuck around and, try to throw a strike or something on me or some old stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me know when you're ready and I will have a beat challenge and you will be paid for your time. That's what's up, Room Shaker. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I told you, Room Shaker, I don't be tripping, you know what I'm saying? And I fuck with you, Room Shaker. I do. I fuck with you. So I'm tripping on no payment, man. I just, go over there, rock out, you know what I'm saying? And bang the fuck out. You feel me? Off top. But you know what I'm saying? I do appreciate that shit. For real, for real. And we will definitely do that. I just got to get this shit through my soundboard because I really want to get down for y'all, man. I ain't like no hella dope, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker, and nothing like that. I'm not putting tens on it. You feel me? But I'm a bad motherfucker though, you know what I'm saying? And where I get down, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers respect it, you know what I mean, and show a nigga love, you feel me? So, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna down myself, but you can kind of, basically put me up in a room or something with some motherfuckers that, make some slaps and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll be able to hold my motherfucking weight. The link, okay, let me get you the link. You know what? That's crazy because usually I be up on my shit. See, that's how long it's been. I've been bullshitting. I got to go through the little whoop-de-wop and grab it. So let me go ahead and just play this song real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. So, you can slide through here, Room Shaker. So let me get over here and play my shit. And then I'll get this link, y'all. But I appreciate y'all, man. This ain't going to be like no hella long live. I just wanted to come through and chop it up with y'all real quick. You feel me? Because it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn, man, y'all slid through on me, man. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I did not think y'all was gonna slide through. I didn't. I was like, damn, it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, y'all know how I am. Just give me 10 in the chat. I'm happy. I'm at 14 right now. So I'm good, man. I promise I'm not gonna keep fucking bullshitting and not going live. I'm going to stay on my Wednesday as long as Comcast ain't bullshitting. I want to do a Friday too. I want to do a fucking fuck it up Fridays for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then like always, Sundays, we always going to be getting down. But let me go ahead and get to this shit, bro, so I can get this link and we're going to rock out, y'all. We're going to rock out. What it do? What it do, y'all? So look, I did have somebody pull up in the back. What's up with a room shaker? Let me let you up here real quick. Um, Brian, I've never seen you before, bro. So if you'd like to come up, you know what I'm saying, you would have to cam up in the back. Nobody could see you. But I'd have to, you know what I'm saying, make sure everything is, everything, you feel me? Because I do not have a banner, bro. So, I'm just gonna let you know, man. If you want to come up, it's all Velveeta, but you gotta cam up in the back, bro, so I can see what it is. You know what I'm talking about? What's up with the room?
What's up, Big Rick? Why you ain't got about it yet?
Because I don't have a paid StreamYard, so you gotta have a paid StreamYard to have the banner function.
That's true.
And when I tried to do the solo thing, like with myself or whatnot, and then I would bring somebody up, it would fucking
go back, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, "Fuck," you know what I mean. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I'm trying to think about a way for Hell Sector to get back to its supporters. So I'm thinking about doing a fundraiser for all the people that has goals. Y'all put y'all amount out there, and we can just see where the support come from. But I'm going to start it off. Because I have two people, like, you trying to get your thing, I don't know the price tag on it. You ain't got to put it out there if you don't want to. And I know Church Lady got a goal too that she brought to my attention. And she said she it needed 1,800. She almost there. She only 300 short. So I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and knock that deck down for her. And I'm gonna lead with example, just for appreciation for all those that genuinely support me.
That's what's up.
So yeah, I would like for you to participate in that. What I probably do is probably get Buddy Lee. I'm gonna do a lot of business this way because when Hell Sector, I think that's the only DJ I really know on the board. So
Buddy
I'm
Lee was cool, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, room shaker. Like he was slapping.
right. So I'm gonna throw all my business for Hell Sector his way. I also want to say if anybody out there do graphics, money gonna be good. Just give me your price and let me see what you working with. I'd rather see your final draft or see what you come up with. If you like, we can collab on what I'm actually looking for, and I can give you details because I will be paying for my graphics for my birthday party. Um, and Hell Sector's finna start bringing a lot of events. So it is what it is. We finna apply pressure to the board. I think I'm ready to do this now, and I'm finna step on out there.
For sure. Brian, like I said, I don't know who you are, man. You would have to cam up for me to bring you up onto my stage. I do see you back there though. Yeah. So I don't know, Brian. I don't know if it's gonna work. But yeah, room shaker, I was listening to one of your lives though, and you was kind of sounding like you was kind of fed up with a lot of the little bullshit though. You feel me? Like basically you was only gonna come live or whatnot, if there was like a purpose or something behind that shit. Like it ain't just gonna be like, hey, y'all accessible to room shaker like it's been, like you kind of turning a new leaf with the shit.
What you mean?
Like
Well,
you
I've
ain't
been doing it like at first, like I said, I was known as my business. And then I came across the Mo3 sector. And somebody named One Man Ben was playing with me in the Mo3 sector. So I hit the panel, dragging him. And then the person panel that I hit, he said, I'm gonna call you room shaker because you cleared the panel off. And he made my first arts and graph. So then I was like, yeah, and then he said also protect your brand. And that's how Room Shaker was formed. But I started off on a business level. Like we talked about business collabs, how to get money, different ways to expand and advance your business. But yeah, because that's what I majored in. But a lot of people on here ain't worth it. They just want to do dumb stuff, and I'm past that. Like I say, I can go back and forth, but I don't need to. I got peace in my life. I don't wake up angry. So playing with y'all, like, yeah, no, no, no. But every once in a while, even the good girls go bad. So I get a little petty street. Well, I'm gonna come out here and woo bang. But yeah, other than that, I'd rather focus on other things. Cause doing that event, like I told Buddy Lee knew, like I actually was working, like, but I don't care because I said I was gonna do it, so I stood on my word and I did it. Because everybody like just cancel. I'm like no, because Buddy Lee gonna be spinning the music. I can sit here and just come back to the mic when I have to have something to say, or I gotta respond to the audience or something like that. But I can multitask. It's easy for me. Like I ain't got a one track man, so it is what it is. But then, like I said, since they stayed, because people didn't know me when I first came out. So they don't know what
Right.
I consist of. So now it's like, let me reintroduce myself.
Okay, I see you back there, Brian. Um, his name is Brian Snow, Vibrant. That's like my, head mod up over here, Brian. That's who she was asking, about this, Brian. But you have been cammed up, you know what I'm saying, back there for a minute. You done did a couple of little movements, so it ain't like you a little program video. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a chance, brother. You feel me? So let's see what you got to add, brother. What's going on, Brian?
Hey, what's up, Rick? How's it going tonight?
It's good.
Same here. HL, I can help you with graphics. You just let me know what you need, and
Are you Snowman Media in my chat?
that would be me.
Oh, okay. Because I just seen. Okay,
Yeah. So
he just said this right here.
I got the nickname.
RS.
I got the nickname Snowman a long time ago because Snow was my last name. So I decided to turn it into a stage name and brought it all aboard, and it's now a brand. So my wife tells me all the time, use it as my brand, and I am.
Right. Okay, for sure. Yeah, and I feel you, Vibrant. You know what I'm saying? And he was back there for a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a brother a chance. You know what I'm saying? But the drop button is on him, though. You know what I'm saying? Anything funny?
Listen, I totally understand. I got mods that do the same thing on my channel, especially when I go live and do play-by-play for different sports. So I totally understand having to keep having the mods to keep the channel in good spirits and in good standing. And Vibrant, you're doing your duty, so no problem with me. I totally understand where Vibrant was coming from.
Well, I appreciate you understanding, brother.
We're content creators. We have to stay together. We have to stick together.
Don't think like that, but go ahead.
Go ahead, RS. The RS, that's why I rock with RS, because she like, the real voice of truth. You know what I'm saying? Like
Understood.
A lot of people put things out there, but RS, I do be like really peeping game and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well,
and it do be like way funny, man. There be a lot of funny movements, man. It's just like, God damn,
that is the truth.
When you used to being solid and dealing with solid people in your life, you kind of expect people to kind of be solid around you, and that ain't really the case, man. When it comes to these YouTube streets,
it is with what I do as a radio host and as a sports talk host. I'll use a word my wife used earlier. The chicanery in these YouTube streets is crazy, and that's being nice about it, because I've had so many people just in the last 3 years tried to take me down.
Right?
They've tried.
My other mod asked the question. She said, "How did you find this area, Snowman?"
Saw an alert with your name on it. You said come through for a little bit, decided to do so, and just pay you a little respect and pay you a little love, man.
So is this your first time sliding through up over here?
Yes.
And you hit the panel.
Yeah.
So do you hit panels a lot? Like, when it comes to just, going somewhere?
Not really.
This made you hit the panel?
Felt it. Just felt it. And considering everything you said about Father's Day and everything you said about, wanting to deal with good people, and how your son gave you a text message earlier, and I got a visit from my son earlier tonight, who brought a couple of the grandkids over. It was just from the heart. Wanted to pay you some respect from the heart.
I could dig it.
So when I saw it, I went with it, because men need to have other good men in their corner. I have felt that all my life. It is what my dad has taught me. And I feel you're a good man, even though this is the first time I've been up here and first time I've slid through on the panel. I just felt you were good, so I'm giving you a couple of these, and I wanted to come up and pay some respect to you.
I really appreciate that, bro. And I always say, you never know who's they're watching. You never know who you may touch or whatnot, or who may be, feeling, your shit. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you know what I'm saying, something caught it your attention. I'm glad you, hit the panel. I wasn't trying to like drill you or nothing like that, but you just gotta be careful, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I appreciate you camming up, and I was watching you in the back, and I was just really watching your movements, because I've had people like Cam do the little Cam thing, but it kind of be like a little video playing, and then it'll glitch. You feel me? So I'll kind of like wait a little bit, wait you out, see if you start to glitch or something. But I do appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for hanging in there, you know what I mean, and going ahead and gracing the panel. You feel me?
Hey, no problem. And I totally understand you waiting to see if I glitch out or anything like that, or if it's an AI video that glitches out or something like that. And I totally understand that you have to be careful. I understand, like I said, I understand that just as well as anybody that's doing YouTube right now. Because when I first got into it, I wasn't careful, and I had to rebrand and remake my channel a while ago. But I now have some people that have been in my corner, especially the folks that host my morning show with me, Snowman in the Morning, and they keep an eye on things. Like I have a couple of other mods that keep an eye on things, so I understand.
Yeah, I'm sure Vibrant done checked you out already. What's up, RS? How you doing over there? You got anything you want to say, RS? I'm
good. Okay, how long have you been doing graphics? If you want to, you can go through my channel. But what I'm gonna do is, okay, let me ask you, do you have problems with putting nooses in your graphics? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna explain to you what I'm looking for. But because I need a couple of graphics did. I got the health sector sit down. And I'm on health sector to be exact. So I want some flames, and then I want the chairs to fall on the surface, and then I want the nooses and stuff, and then you can put like a little cemetery with some bones and stuff, and just make it look like a little creepy little scene, and then put the we gonna lay this to rest, and then I'm gonna give you a full body image. I'm gonna give you a couple of them, and then we just gonna be doing a whole bunch of little graphics for my good little old channel. And yeah, if you good, hey, you could be my graphics man.
All right, I accept the challenge.
And then for my birthday, I don't know, you can let some balloons. I don't know, because I ain't always with that balloon shit, but you can let some balloons or something go and say happy birthday and do whatever theme come to mind. And I'm gonna give you my birthday. I'm gonna have to take my birthday pics and give it to you so you can put them on there. And that's what I'm gonna run the day of my birthday. My birthday is the 28th. Well, it's the 29th, but I'm gonna have my birthday bash on the 28th.
Okay.
28th, y'all. The 28th.
Big bash, big birthday bash on the 28th.
Room
I'm putting my Instagram in the back chat for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, if one of the mods can you guys drop a Room Shakers page, and also we'll see what this this Brian Snow guy all about. You know what I'm saying? You got to go ahead and drop him so we check him out.
Hey, Snowman's the name. Sports is my game.
Okay, so if
you don't have a problem, baby. Your name's Snowman. So you from the sports sector?
One more time, honey. I didn't hear you.
I said, your name's Snowman. You from the sports sector?
Yeah, that's most of the. That's what I cover most of the time is sports and men's mental health. Because
okay, yeah, we got a lot of women over here, so I don't know, but hey, you never know.
Hey, 'tis worth a shot.
That's it.
If you meet somebody from Mo3 sector, because he be in my live sometimes, if he start messing with you, don't even take it to heart, because he's known as Mahay is known as a snowman too. But you ain't got to worry about it, because he don't really troll or mess with people. But he might say a little slick stuff, but he ain't gonna be serious.
That's crazy. I started off Young Jeezy the Snowman, you know what I'm saying, before the stream started.
Slick stuff, playful slick stuff. I am married to a Colts fan, and she messes with me all the time, especially on days where I would think to cover the 49ers, but there's a rule in our household. She gave me this little present some time back. That's the team that takes precedence in the house. So I take and deliver a lot of playful jabs and a lot of playful jokes all the time. That is no
Oh,
problem.
wait, hold on, wait a minute, because I'm being nosy. So you do shirts and clothes and stuff too?
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't already hit your page. See?
Absolutely, I'm nosy. I like to know who I'm
See?
dealing with.
Hey, there you
Mhm.
go. I ain't mad at it, man. That's
Hey,
how
fair
fast
enough.
networking can happen.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll talk on the back end. I'm looking forward to
And she
this.
went ahead and she threw that in the private chat for you too,
I am looking her
Snowman,
up.
so you can check that out.
I am
But yeah,
looking
I
her
hope that ain't your real name or anything. If it is, it would be good to maybe change that up and not really be doing that as Snowman when you be around these parts.
Yeah, because they dox people, but I'm sure you know how long you been on YouTube.
since 15 when I first started covering basketball.
Let's go. Let's
I first
go.
started covering.
Professionals starting at a young age already got their mindset to something, and they be adamant and don't be doing all that wishy-washy changing their mind, don't know where they
Mhm.
really want to go with it. Yeah, let's go. So that means you've
I've
been doing it a long
been
time. You dedicated.
I've been a sports announcer since 1995. That was when I called my first game in Chicago.
When's the last time the Bulls won a championship?
1998.
Let's go.
Hey, he did that fast though. Okay.
And you know something, that was the last time I watched anything dealing with sports.
Yeah, I used to watch some a
Michael
lot of
Jordan's
Bulls games.
Michael Jordan's last shot with the Bulls. I got a lot of Bull stuff from their dynasty years on my computer, and that's about what I watch. Even
Let me
though
ask you this. I'm finna do a brain teaser. Do you remember that song from the Chicago Bears? And it was more like a McDonald's theme song. Let's see how good you is.
Bears theme song.
You may have got him, Room Shaker. You may have got him.
I want you to ask me that question again. I want to be
Do
sure
you
that
remember that theme song for the Bears mixed with the McDonald's theme songs? It came down when I was like in kindergarten. I want to see how good you is. I didn't even ask you your age.
I am 52 years old.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna be 45, so let's go. Do you remember that theme song that the Bears came down with? And it also kind of was mixed in with a McDonald logo.
Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yeah,
Would that be it?
yes,
Super
it
Bowl
is.
Shuffle.
Do you remember the words?
Now she ought to know better than that.
Let's go.
We are the Bears, the shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know we good, blowing your mind like we knew we would. You know, we're just strutting for fun, strutting our stuff for everyone. We're
That's
not
it.
here to cause no trouble.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And he did it with that type of tone and everything. Though was that the
Absolutely.
white dude that was doing
That
that part?
was 1985 when they came out with that song. Midway through the season, they hadn't played Dallas yet. They hadn't played Miami, and they lost to Miami that year. They were 15-1, and I remember when that song came
Yeah,
out,
he a
and
sport dude.
it became such a theme song that we had two members of the Bears come to my grammar school to speak
What's
to
up,
us
Michelle?
before the Super Bowl. Hey, Michelle. To speak to us before the Super Bowl.
Let's go. Okay. Well, I love your vibe and your energy. It seems
Thank
like
you.
you're gonna be a good character to actually experience because it seems like you got something going on for yourself. So I just can't wait to see what you bring.
I appreciate it. And to let y'all know how good of a character I am, I'm 52. I'll be 53 in July, and I still watch Looney Tunes to this day.
We're tiny,
That's what's
we're
up.
toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony. I like
I
that
guess she
too.
does too. I guess she does too.
Oh no. See, I remember Tiny Toons. I will forever remember Tiny Toons, but I'm talking about
Old
the
school
original and
Looney
the
Tunes.
best.
That's what I grew up on.
I grew up on that too, but I still like Tiny Toon Adventure theme songs
Not
the
a problem.
best. And I
Not a
like
What's up
Donald
with it,
Duck
Brenda?
song. I like a
Appreciate you.
lot.
Appreciate you.
not a
Things.
hey, not a problem. I often say I'm old and I'm old school. I'm old school to my heart. My
Let's
kids
That's
go.
know
what's
that.
up,
My
man.
wife
I turned 49, man. So I'm trying to get up there myself, man. You
love it.
feel me? Shit.
Love it.
Hey,
I wouldn't
wait. I got a question. I got a question. So, Brenda, you judged the competition. It might be a messy question. You don't have to answer if you do, but if you want to, I'm sure
Get
you can
up
hit
here,
the mute.
Brenda.
Because how do you feel that Pizarro was talking about you ain't
Oh,
this the beef sector and you can't sit there and ask them to do what you ask them? You ask them to do something with their backgrounds and stuff and set the
well,
stage and all this other stuff. And she's like, that where you come from with that. They don't do that over here. And this is the beef sector event. But then they said the beef sector money need to stay in the beef sector, but that didn't nobody from the beef sector even win. We could talk about that too.
hmm.
Oh, I have a present for you, Riggs.
Vibe and drop the
We're
link.
talking
Shout out to Vibe.
we're, we're talking about old school basketball. Let me take y'all back to April 20th, 1986, when this happened.
Michael on the drive across the lane. Turnaround shot. Got it. 63 for Jordan.
Against the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, shit. You taking it back. Like I'm not a sports I'm not a really sports guy like that. I just remember liking the Bulls and having the parka
Oh yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
stuff
I've
like
been
all the little apparel and everything like that. So I used to watch a couple of the games and shit. I think we got somebody backstage, and that looks like it's Brenda with the motherfucking shit.
Good morning.
What's up,
It's
Brenda? What it
oh,
do?
it is morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's
Riggs, you look motherfucking good for 49, my guy.
Hey,
Let's
I
go.
appreciate that, Brenda. You know me coming from a lady like you. I appreciate that.
Listen. Okay, so answer the room checkers question. We had rules as judges, right? Presentation was part of it. And I wasn't judging Pizarro's competition. I was judging
Lemon.
Lemon's. So I didn't really care. She was saying a lot. For some reason, she held tight to my name in that chat and wouldn't let go. And people were telling me like my DMs was full when I got off, but I wasn't feeling good yesterday, and I'm still not feeling great. I didn't address any of it, but for some reason she had a big problem with me being on that panel. She was critiquing and judging everything I did, and I don't. I pay her no attention. Like,
You
what
should, 'cause she's a no face troll.
like the idea of her thinking that I was going to judge differently for people in my sector, absolutely not. She
And
was saying
then
I
she
do it
tried to
right.
say one of the people was supposed to be kin to you, and you kept trying to clear it up.
She was saying what?
One of the people in the competition was supposed to be kin to you, but you kept trying to clear it up and say they wasn't.
I don't have. There's one person on this app that's my family, and most people don't even know who that person is, and it's not Miss Black. I met her on this app, and let me say one thing about me. I have integrity. Okay, if I had issues I don't care if I argued with somebody the day before. It would have never gone into how I judge that competition. I'm fair and just. If you can sing, you can sing. If you can dance, you can dance. Um, Miss Black winning was unanimous by all of us. And you could one thing that I did as a judge is I watched the chat too. That was part of like while people were up there, the whole chat was going up when Miss Black was up there. So it wasn't just us. You know what I mean? She was good. That lady's not related to me, and I don't care if you're a friend or not. I have I dated a guy. If he would have came to competition, he wouldn't have won because he couldn't sing, and I would have had to hurt that man's feelings. Okay, I hope he gave it up by now. I don't know whatever happened to him, but I'm not gonna judge a certain way because that's my friend. What? Like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know she was going to join the competition, honestly.
It's
So,
okay. We don't take her serious. Only the
but you
beef
know
sector
what?
do.
But you know what? When the thing didn't work about one thing in the chat, she switched it to something else. It's just like, ma'am, like what is the problem here? I really don't know I really don't care what Pizarro's issue is, honestly, because she just seemed to be very ornery in that chat. So, and I saw it. Trust me, I peep gang, and then by the time I got to my inbox, it was full of, did you see Pizarro going after you in the chat? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know why she was so, what was her problem with me in particular? You judge a competition for 5.5 hours with over 30 something contestants, and then you tell me how it is for you. I enjoyed the competition because one thing I'm going to say is that there was a cast of characters, y'all, and it was funny. Like when that camera wasn't on, baby, the way I was cracking up behind, baby, the way I was laughing at those people, child. So yeah,
I'm gonna step on away. Rig and to the ladies here, thanks for having me up on the panel.
okay.
Thank
All
you.
right, Brian. Yeah, but vibrant. You know what? And that's the thing. So, Riggs, I know that being a judge, you're going to get judged, right? So, it's okay. I I I've been hearing a lot of people have been having a lot to say, but what can I do?
Is that you, room checker?
Yes, it is.
Oh, my bad. I had myself on mute. I was talking and I had myself on mute. My bad. Brenda, what was you saying? I'm sorry. I was trying to
Oh,
talk and everything, and I was on mute. God
no,
damn.
I'm saying is one thing that I understand is that being a judge, you will get judged. So I don't take it too seriously. You know what I mean? Like it's par for the course. And plus, I'm in the beef sector. Like they kind of rip apart their challenges when they're done. So a lot of people in live they gave
Oh,
their
it's gonna be content for a minute. You
baby. I'm trying to tell you. So it doesn't really
hell
bother
yeah.
me. I was here trying to nurse myself back to health. So it don't like that kind of stuff don't really bother me. Like I'm from the low
Right.
three sector. Like we talk about each other like dogs over there. So like you know what I mean. The fact that people are critiquing how we judge and all that kind of stuff. Like, well, honey, you ain't me and I'm not you. And like I said earlier on Mika's panel, I take back nothing I said. I judged how I felt, and it's me. Like that's the difference. You tell me how can you tell me, how to judge? Either they're gonna tell you, oh, you're not judging hard enough. Oh, you're judging too soft. Like, get up off me. Get raised up off me. Because at this point,
What it do, LaKendra? I know, Vibrant. I'm out of pocket.
I didn't want to. Here's one thing I didn't want to do. I wanted to be honest, but I wanted to be honest in a way that I didn't want people have to get therapy after I judged them, Riggs. I don't want nobody
Yeah,
in a fetal
you don't want to
position.
damage nobody.
Plus, you have
Well, that
this
lady would have been damaged, the one that went up under that chair. Cause
Damn,
what are you
RS's mic
doing?
is whoa.
what
RS's
lady?
mic is crazy.
What
It's
happened? Let me see. Let me check this.
loud.
Ooh, that shit dumbass loud. I just
I'm
turned my head.
sorry. Is
Hey,
this better?
Lakendra.
Somebody hit my mic turned all the way up. Is it better?
Ooh, yeah, you better. That shit went stupid.
What what lady, room shaker?
I don't know. I didn't watch it, but I listened to all the reviews from ODS and everybody else, Lolo and them. And basically, they said there was a lady that went under the. Is that my audio?
Yeah, your shit,
Hold on, it sound like trash.
but it's loud.
Not you talking about it sound like
I
trash.
just turned
No, you
my
talk
headset down a little bit more.
Is that better?
because you
Yeah,
have
you
your
good,
headset
but
on.
it's loud. I don't know. How does it sound to you, Brenda?
No, because I don't have my headset on. That's why it sounds louder than you, Riggs.
Come on, Vibrant, you are.
So you talking about Miss
Shout out to
Virginia?
Vibrant, man. Shout
You
out to Vibrant,
okay? So I'm gonna tell you my thoughts about Miss Virginia, and She's 70 something years old, and she crawled under the chair. I'm gonna start laughing again. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Somebody was that old though, 70 though, crawling under the
70. Yeah,
chair.
she definitely keeps herself. I knew Miss Virginia before she started coming
Shit.
over into the B sector, and
Hey, shout out to her, man. She got nice,
um,
joints and everything to be doing all that at 70.
but here's why I felt like I kept my place. I feel like who I was in the competition as a judge worked because there's Rick Reed and there's Ghetto and there's Mika. So everything I maybe people felt like I didn't say, they was gonna get you. You understand me, Riggs? Rick
Right.
Reed was definitely going to get. So what? We need two Rick Reeds up there, did we? Now we needed Brenda's personality. We needed Mika's. We needed Ghetto. We needed Rick Reed because Rick Reed was going to eviscerate you. He was going to get you right straight. He ain't like you, and I didn't always agree with Rick Reed. And when I didn't, I said I was opposed, and I said what I had to say. But baby, Rick Reed was like it was trash. We hated it. I don't
I
even know why
did
you up
speak,
here.
LaKendra. You didn't hear me. I did speak, LaKendra.
Uh oh. Let me.
Go ahead, Brenda. They be trying to
Uh-uh.
front me off.
Not you
See, Peach
acting brand
started
new.
that. Yeah, Peach started that with like me not speaking and stuff, and I told Peach how that happened because
Wait,
usually I speak to
LaKendra.
everybody.
LaKendra, he got 49 and he feeling himself. Baby.
Nah, y'all wildin', man.
No, but yeah, but all in all, it's a good time. So, yeah, but people gonna talk. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more said. I heard I've been called. I was a hater. I was a this. I was a that. I was a judge. I was a judge. So
Yeah, we'll get ready to get judged
right,
because
and judges
they
sometimes
gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying?
they was because Lovely Love said she gonna judge me, and I said, well, Lovely Love, go ahead and judge me, but I judge you. I was called to judge. Judges
Did
critique
she
and
really set her kitchen on fire?
she set the table on fire.
Mm.
And I basically said it
Girl.
was a small act of arson, but that was me adding colorful
She said a small
commentary.
act of arson.
Right, Big Rigs. I'm like that though. It was colorful commentary for me, right? Because I was being, sarcastic. Because did
Right.
you just set that table on fire? And I got it, but she didn't like that, and so they was calling me a hater. But I was not being a hater. It's $1,000 on the line, and I root for Lovely Love a lot because Lovely Love is in a lot of those competitions over in the beef sector, right?
I seen Lovely Love though. She was making a drink, right?
3 drinks. That ain't gonna get it,
Right.
baby.
So I was seeing that, and then I switched over and I went back over there to RS's, and then
Hmm.
I didn't see the rest. So after that, she lit the table,
Lit the goddamn
accidentally caught on the
table on.
table.
No, not
Jesus. So was she?
accidentally, sir. Sir. It was on
Was she
purpose.
making a drink when you light it on fire on the top or something?
No, sir. She lit the kitchen table on fire. Do you hear me? Caught me off
Wow.
guard. Caught me off guard. I was ill prepared. And I was like, it's a small act of arson. Like, 'cause I don't know, it scared me only because she knows what she's doing.
Small act of arson.
Right. So I feel like she knew what she was doing, but I don't know why that scared me because I don't like playing with fire. But Lovely Love probably has done that many times. But all in all, that wouldn't have got it. And she was very upset by my commentary. She came
So
over to me.
what was your commentary, Brenda?
I said I was looking for a competition like that. I was looking more for like some Coyote Ugly in terms of if she would have played music and been a little more extra with it, then I probably would have been rooting for Lovely Love. Because Lovely Love is good at that cooking and presentation and stuff like that. She's won many times. You know what I mean? So if she would have added some spice to it, but just sitting here watching her do 3 drinks, I'm like, it failed in comparison to the other. Well, it wasn't. Some of them was not too good, but like to put her in the top 5, how? So that was basically my critique is that I wish she would have kind of jazzed it up. And she said she didn't want to play copyright music, but even if she would have put on an instrumental in the back, but she said she thought, apparently something's going on with Lovely Love and she's having some health concerns. So she had a surgery. And I didn't like that she did that. I'm going to tell you, Big Rigs. I said, please don't do that. Because when you enter into a competition, like I get it. So if you couldn't have done the moves or dance or anything like that, that's fine. So she had like a health issue. I'm sorry. I like wished her the best, but you know, I wasn't trying to push her. I just was telling her what would have done it for me as a judge. What would have maybe put her in my top five. But baby, lovely is just running around talking about, what if I judge you? I said, okay, well, go ahead and judge me, lovely. Go ahead, because you won't be the first and you won't be the last. Like, what?
Hey, it's gonna be a hell of a week, Brenda. You
I,
know,
it, I'm not moved. And it's, I'm
Man,
not,
go ahead.
go ahead, RS,
no,
get
go,
in there.
no, go ahead, room shaker.
I tuned into Lolo's by accident, and some dude up there was cussing Malik out, and then Uppity jumped up there
Hey.
and joined in.
What?
So like I said, I've been trying to, get the commentary on shit, man, and think it was Bertha, man, wrote on the thing saying that situation that happened over at Lolo. So I went over there to
Who,
Lolo's
who was the
and
guy?
watched that shit. It was the winner. It was y'all's winner, Brenda. Y'all's winner. I
The
guess he was
smoke
spitting,
guy?
and I guess he was spitting a rap, and I guess he sounded like Tupac or something. And Malik, when he be up over here, we always get into this West Coast, East Coast thing. So it hella sounded like a Malik situation when I was kind of hearing it. But they said that I guess Malik was telling him, hey man, I just don't like that Tupac type shit, bro. I'm not trying to say nothing bad about your shit, but then they said that he was kind of talking bad. So I didn't see it. I gotta actually see it. But I did see the Lolo thing though. I just had to throw
I,
that in there real quick because
I,
that was wild, man. I don't know, man. Malik.
I didn't get the. I said
It was
hi.
y'all's winner, Brenda.
So let me say this. I feel
Go
like
ahead.
I feel like I want to say this to people when they come over to our sectors and they win stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that y'all came. Take your money and get the hell out of here. That's what I want to tell them. Take your money and flee,
And split.
baby. Sir, don't. I didn't. I went to sleep after. I couldn't stay up. I started not feeling well. Sir, why are you still over here? Get out of here. Go. You have no idea what you're doing.
It's
Oh
like you
my
being like in the
god.
hood or something. You just, you know what I mean? And now you still chilling and shit. And you got hella money on you. You feel me? Motherfuckers is eyeing you like, hold on, you know what I'm saying?
It's
You
not
feel
safe.
me? Nigga,
It's not safe, sir.
you in the hood, bro. Get that money and get up out of here. You feel me?
Oh me, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Shout out to Bertha, man, because that's who put me up on it. And I went straight over there to Lolo's, man, and peeped the whole situation. I was like, God damn.
Wow.
But
Well,
see again though, man, like that's that shit again, man. Like with that shit that just happened in Vegas, man. Like,
that was crazy.
man, that shit gonna get really played out, man, with that whole getting all wild and motherfuckers want to meet up and man, y'all gotta do way better than that, man.
I don't want to meet up with none of these people. I've been saying that for years. I'm not meeting up to fight. Like, I just, something about that. It never, like, I'll never understand. The people who have met up to fight, I guess. And I want to say, I can't even think about meeting up to fight somebody in my 30s, no less my 40s. What do I look like to you? Meeting up to fight somebody from YouTube.
It's a different ball game, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Like, because the
What
people
you
are,
what you looking at, room shaker? You winning something or something back there?
I'm talking to you. Let's get out my background. Let me.
he was hating because his wife. Oh, wait, LaKendra said he was wait, because Brooke was liking the guy? Ooh, wee!
Now see,
Ooh,
now
wee!
I don't know. That's who said that, man? Oh, GX
Grown
got
Folks
up
TV
there.
said that. ZX
Yup,
said that.
yup, yup.
And then
You might want
Uppity
to go
jumped
check it
up
out,
there. They was
Brenda. For
tag
real.
teaming, and he told Uppity, Brooke sleep right now, but Brooke will be addressing her today.
Yeah.
So wait, Uppity got up there and started messing with Malik?
Yeah,
See, that's why I don't
she
feel
was
sorry
speaking
for
on that
her.
kid.
See, that's why I don't feel sorry for her, right? Because she does weird stuff like that. Well, I never felt sorry for her, but um, like, why did she do that?
I think because they put out that she put out a video and everybody was criticizing her for the video she put up, messing with them people and talking about she was gonna call the police.
I saw those
And I
videos.
and I said she better stop because them people look like they off their meds. In the right moment, them people can attack.
They're gonna jump her. But who asked you to post those videos? That's my thing. Did we ask you to
Especially
post
of a
them?
scooter you threw in the garbage. If the child seen the scooter and they washed it off and gave it to their child, like leave it alone. But instead you want to call everybody broke and cheap. Like who's to say the scooter one donated to you? Like I don't know. Like it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of the things that she does
Appreciate
is
y'all giving me the likes out there, man. Appreciate that. Shout out to y'all.
yeah. I couldn't imagine living in a neighborhood or in a building with so many enemies. I don't understand what she got going on over there, and I don't care either. But it was like, Brenda, go help Uppity. I wish the guy
What
would.
it do, Sparkle?
Oh, up there where you at?
Uppity is in Harlem. I'm not near Uppity.
Oh,
But I don't, whatever she got going on over there, she better stop it. You have a child, and I would not want to have that many animosity from so many people. You know, it's just not safe. And I can't imagine, like, why did she? Well, I do know. At least, anyway, you got
did y'all see the video on Nurse Crease?
No.
what?
Y'all need to see that. Uppity was over there dancing, and when she first turned her camera on, everything was hanging out, and she had to fix it, and it was a mess.
Well, that's how it was on the dance competition. The zipper was open, her stuff was hanging out. Well, bless her heart. That's all I have to say. Well, let me see what Kendra said. Somebody gave commentary about it and said, "Don't just run out with the money. At least come back and support Lemon." But the way they treat people makes us want to run. Right? No, nobody. I don't understand why people like that. Right there is crazy to me. Like, don't just take the money and run. If your friend told you that there was a competition somewhere and you came and you won, why do you have to stick around? Like, who are these people? The mayor of the beef sectors to tell people like, once you win something here, you are required to stay in the beef sector to pay homage. That's weird to even say. What? Oh, people just be saying anything to me. I don't understand that. Like, what? You have a 48-hour tab. You have to stay and pay homage. And what? I have a friend who I wanted to be in my high heel contest. If she wins, that girl is leaving with her money because she doesn't really do YouTube. You know, a lot of my people don't do YouTube at all. So, mm,
She ain't gonna hang out and all that.
at all.
She gonna get the paper and be like, all right, man, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's
I'll
not
check
staying
y'all.
around. My friend got kids and 2 jobs and all that kind of stuff, and you know what I mean. She's not going to be around here. Every once in a while, she'll pop into one of my lives, and it always surprises me. And that's like maybe twice a year. My friend does not do YouTube. So anyway, Big Rigs, I'm about to go drink another glass of ginger ale and take my hiney to bed. But thank you for having me.
I
Have
appreciate you sliding through, Brenda.
of course. Have a good night, yo.
You have a better night.
Okay, bye.
So what's up, Big Riz? Because I didn't want to interrupt your show. I just came up here to say that. But I ain't gonna just run off the panel. I'ma see is there anything you want to talk about? If not, I'm gonna let you get back to your content.
Nah, man. I just, basically just wanted to holler at the people real quick, and you wanted to hit the link and chop it up real quick. So I'm good, man. Shit. This was good for me.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the chat and let you go ahead and finish your topic.
All right, for sure.
Thank you for having.
I appreciate you sliding through, Room Shaker, for real, for real. So yeah, y'all, I didn't really have too much for y'all, man. I just, figured I'd come through and chop it up with y'all, man, and see how everything is going, you know, let y'all know what it is, what I'm saying, on this end. You feel me? I'm just trying to, be in the win, man. I'm trying to really get this car situated, man, because shit's kind of going down right now. They doing some crazy shit. I wouldn't have done it anyways. They kind of get a little ridiculous. Like I did a cruise around the bay, and we started in like Hayward, and then we went all the way like to Frisco, and then we went through Sacramento, Stockton, and I think it ended in Antioch. But yeah, but they doing one to where they doing a run to Vegas. So I think they meeting up in Oakland, and then they carrying out from there all the way to Vegas. And then once they get to Vegas, they gonna be cruising the strip and get some good footage and shit like that, good content. It's cool, man. I had a really good run when I fucked with the car club. It was really dope. Just sometimes you just do your thing, you know what I mean? And I kind of jumped into it, you know what I'm saying? Because there was some cool motherfuckers or whatnot. But then on some real shit, like I'm an individual, you know what I'm saying? And I always like pulling up to shit. That ain't the issue. It's just, like I said, I'm an individual, man. And I kind of like to move on my own accord and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? I really got a lot of leader qualities. You know what I'm saying? I'm a solo type of person. But trying to get the car ready. You know what I mean? Because I want to hit up these events and be looking really sharp. But regardless, I'm a be out there, man. Even though I ain't monetized, I'm gonna get some dope ass footage for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Take y'all on a couple of these, car, show adventures and whatnot that's going on, meets and shit like that. Let y'all come into my world, you know what I mean? We still gonna do all of that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to get the whip ready for that. You feel me? I'm in Vegas. It's hot as hell right now. 110 for the next. I bet LaKendra, the fuck. And that's the thing, man. Vegas, like I get heat headaches and shit. Like the heat be kind of fucking a nigga up, man. I can't do all that. So that's why when we start hitting these dollar days and shit, starting next week, it's gonna be bad, bro. It's gonna be bad. Luckily, AC and everything, but still, man, even the AC don't act right when you be in them dollar days, man. It's a weird feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's the cold ain't the good cold. It's just I don't know. You kind of get like that kind of humidish feeling, you know what I'm saying, with the AC on when it's hella hot. I don't know, man. It is what it is, bro. I don't like fucking hot ass days, basically, is what I'm saying, bro. And I feel you, LaKendra, when I used to go out there to Vegas, man, it used to be hella hot. I used to at the MGM. I used to like when you walk in, they got all that like that little spray type shit coming down. But like, I remember like we left, you know what I'm saying, to come back to the Bay, because every time I go to Vegas, I drive. So it's like an 8-hour drive. And we would leave at like, maybe 5 a.m. or something like that. And when we left, it was already like 105 and shit. I was just like, this is crazy, bro. I don't know how y'all do it, man. And then it really be looking deserty out there, like the bus stops and shit. It look like some real desert shit, bro. Like it's just so weird, man. Shout out to Vegas, but that shit really do be on some desert shit, man. But yeah, y'all, we pretty much did almost, a good hour and a half. I'm good with that, man. Shout out to, Snow sliding through. Shout out to Room Shaker sliding through. Shout out to Brenda sliding through. Shout out to my mod sliding through. You feel me? Y'all always come through like big dogs, man. I appreciate y'all that slid through, man. Y'all gave me 21 likes, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Like I said, I didn't think anybody was gonna show up, but y'all always prove me wrong, man. And I really appreciate that. That gives me, the confidence to just hit that live button, man. And again, I'm gonna see y'all on Wednesday, and hopefully Friday we can get something going too. I've been here 6 years now, but you never get used to it. I'm originally from Cali. Yeah, I feel you, LaKendra. Like that heat's a motherfucker, man. It's a motherfucker, man. Like, yeah, I can't do it. I went out there to Arizona before and shit, and it was bad, man. I like the people in Arizona. That's one thing I can say, and one thing I do remember about Arizona was the people. The people were really nice, really cool. That's one thing about traveling and, and going to different states and shit like that, different areas. You see like how people move and how they act, what their attitudes is like. It's kind of cool. But Arizona, that stuck out to me, man, when I went there. People, the vibe was really cool, man. But it was just too hot for me. I couldn't do it. It's too hot. But I appreciate you, LaKendra. I appreciate everybody that slid through. We're going to get ready to shut this down. Still got 15 in the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. God damn it, I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? I always come through. I really did not think y'all was going to slide through. But y'all slid through, man. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to the replay gang. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I be watching my shit, like when it ends, I'm always almost good for almost like 200 to 300 more views. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad, bro. you looking at a nigga that, would maybe pull 20 views in a month. So you know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, bro. For real. Y'all show me love. You know what I'm saying? To the average person, probably they like, this nigga rig shit, hella bootsy, small channel, 16 people or whatever. That's fine, bro. But coming from where I came from, just popping my shit, whatever, nigga, ain't no way. Nope. So shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. I think I done acknowledged everybody in the chat. LaKendra says she up out of here. Okay, man. Shout out to Sparkle sliding through. You know what I mean? I think everybody. I think I got everybody, man. So shout out to y'all. We gonna end this shit. Let me go ahead and play this card shit real quick before we end this. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all up out of here.